place this one.
It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
See what kind of paperwork has to be
talk
done.
to Art if you want to get that done.
Yeah, if you need to contact Spooky, you need to talk to Arturo. He's his secretary, so.
Oh, wow.
This is for everyone. If you want to contact Spooky at MIC Furby, just ask him the question and he'll relay it for you. He's very good at that.
Oh, Arturo's the Girl Friday in that business?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Is he going to answer? Yeah, no?
Honzo?
Oh, hey. From the dead. Oh, are you crying? What happened?
I forgot it was Tuesday. And my phone's charging. And
You are a terrible bison. How do you forget it's Tuesday?
The worst part is you retweeted the tweet that said it was tonight. You retweeted it.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, guys?
What an appropriate intro you did.
I know. You see what I did there?
I see that. Sorry for being late, everyone. I literally came home from work and went into my bed, and then I woke up just now. So I don't look very good right now.
This
It's
isn't
okay.
the first time this has happened, by the way.
Yeah,
As
but
can tell.
we got shout outs to Baja Blast, the sponsor of the show. Everyone, raise your Bajas.
Except that they hate you.
To Bajas.
How's it spelled? Is it BAJA? Or
BAJA, yeah.
BAJA?
Everyone drink the legendary fucking refreshing taste of Baja Blast. Alright. Fulfill that requirement. Yeah, so what happened this past week?
Evo, I know we didn't get any sleep, or it was like a delusionary dream for the most part, because we were working all weekend. But yes, Evo happened. It was very emotional. Emotional. Everybody on Sunday, it was just a river of tears for like 10 hours.
Yeah, my tears were mostly from pain and exhaustion, but everyone was this is like the craziest Evo, I think, by like a very large margin.
I was sitting next to Tom for Evo Grand Finals for like Street Fighter, and I tapped him on the shoulder and I said, "This is the best Evo I've ever been to."
Yeah, it's just every year. It's not like there's no formula. It's just fucking nuts. Like it's just crazy shit, just constantly happening that you never expect. And everyone just like, even for Marvel, like everyone knows Justin Wong's very good.
Yeah,
But it's
I feel like
when he's winning, you're just like, oh my fucking god, just win, because she, and you never know if he's gonna do it or not. It's crazy, man. It's just the whole experience is just.
And the way he did it too was like the first
kind.
time that kind of ever happened. Like he just beat him.
Yeah.
And he played Storm. And he played Storm on point.
Yeah,
he had never done that before.
When we talk about it. So do you want to go through our weekends and then talk about the games?
I think we should do that.
Okay. So how was your weekend, Harrison?
Well, mine was good until you shut up. I think that's kind of how it played out. So basically, I got there Wednesday, super late. Didn't really do anything because we drove for like 12 hours. But anyway, next day, we set up. We're all ready to go. It's like 11 o'clock at night. I'm ready to go to sleep. Honzo Gonzo takes forever to get to the hotel. And I had to give him the key, and so he basically took forever to get to the room, so I couldn't go to sleep until like 12:30. Finally gave him the key. He left. Keep in mind, we have to wake up at 6:30 to get to the ballroom, so obviously he's not sleeping. And was this the first night, or I'm pretty sure it was the first night. Okay, so basically, I wake up a little bit, and I see Honzo Gonzo like roaming around the room, like using his phone to like look at shit, and I'm like, all right, and so I just go back to sleep, and then I wake up at 6:30, and I see 2 missed calls at 3:15 in the morning. from Honzo Gonzo. And I was like, okay, he was in the room. Why is he calling me? He obviously didn't leave. He obviously didn't leave the key in the room because I saw him in the room. Apparently that wasn't the case. Apparently, I gave him the key. He left and he forgot the key in the room after I had just given him the key. And he had to have a security guard or somebody let him in. And basically he had to point out stuff in the room so the security guard didn't think he was gonna like kill me or something.
It was really easy to get in that room, and I pointed at Harrison stuff, and like that's mine. It's like okay, so I could really just walk into any room in that hotel, and just murder whoever I wanted. It's really easy, which is bad. That's a bad thing. It's not good. So shout out to security. You guys are free. But yeah, that was an interesting night.
That was just the first day.
Yeah, I didn't.
It didn't turn out
didn't
for
sleep
Honzo
that
Gonzo.
night. No.
Did you sleep the next night?
Yes, like 4 hours.
Like 4 hours.
Yeah, and then I woke up, and then
And
Sunday I was late.
The next day you forgot the key again, and I just think you just didn't
No,
show up.
I forgot the key every day.
Yeah, you forgot the key every day. So the next day, I just don't think he didn't bother calling me because he just didn't show back up to the room.
Yeah.
Because when I went down to the hall, he was walking the other way back up into the room.
Yeah.
And then the next day, the finals day, was same thing happened. He forgot his key again, but this time I forgot my key, and I was like, you know what? Honzo Gonzo forgot his key the first 2 days. He's going to be the good guy today. He's going to have the key. He's going to save the day. I call him. I say, I forgot my key. Can you come up and unlock the door? And he's like, all right, I'll be up there in a sec. Gets up there, opens up his wallet. The fucking key isn't in his wallet again for the third time in a row.
Well, when you just have so much money, Harrison, sometimes you're just like, I can't tell what a key is anymore. That's
Yeah, every night I get back to the room, there's just some more money on the bed. Like every night, there's just more money.
Because I didn't want to carry on a lot of cash, so I kept getting money on the suite.
So
Yeah.
we had to go down and get an extra key again. And he's like, just put me on the room. Just put my name on the room. And I was like, fuck you. I'm not going to put... This is the last day. There's no point. He's probably... His head is probably just so mind blown from all the Baja Blast that he just couldn't concentrate anymore.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Mountain Dew since everyone expects me to. So they sponsored us kind of last minute, and then we got these commercials. Those commercials sucked ass, and I hated them.
The DJ
I
Wii one, I was like, why are we showing
hated
this?
them. I purposely did not show the DJ Wii one because I've been charged with that. And
Well, I
just went with
watched
the
that
other
one
two
on the
guys.
Capcom channel the first day. I was like, why is this
I fucking
happening?
hated those commercials, guys. I hated it. You guys don't understand how much it pained me to do it. I know people were like, oh my god, Hanzo's so hype. I am hype. I love Baja Blast. I actually quite enjoy Mountain Dew, and I wish they, didn't screw up their advertising so much. So it was disappointing to me. And they didn't have product at the event, which is dumb.
Dude, I was pretty hyped. I was like, yo, Baja Blast, like, I've never had it before. I never drink Mountain Dew. I never drink soda, but I'm down. And then they didn't have anything there. Like, what the
I
hell?
know.
What's the
I was
point of sponsoring the event? Like, nobody is gonna go. People at home might go and like, oh shit, I gotta go try Baja Blast. But everybody there, I guarantee you, nobody there is gonna go home and enjoy Baja Blast. Nobody.
Yes,
Literally
so
nobody. So it was just like a lost cause. I felt like
I'm
at
gonna
the event.
try and become the Mountain Dew people for FGC. I don't know how it's gonna work out.
Except like they hate you, so I don't understand how it's
They
gonna
don't know it's
happen.
me, Harrison. Don't say that. Let's just say Mountain Dew does not like being a meme, apparently. And I guess it was my fault that it became a meme. But they don't know it was me, and they're not gonna watch the show, so it's okay. But yeah, so like whenever I was trolling up in chat, if you guys saw me, I was talking about Baja. If you notice, I stopped talking about it because I was told to. But yeah, I thought the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was cool advertisement. I
I
liked
kind
it.
of want to see that, to be honest. Like, I
Dude, it
wanted to
got
see.
really
I
good
wanna.
reviews.
I wanted to see it before Evo, before I watched the commercial like 80 times. But
I just want to watch it with FGC cast because we're just trolling it up about it. It
dude,
was funny.
apparently during one of the commercials, I guess you probably heard
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
cause
yeah, yeah. So
oh, you tell it, I guess, because you were
okay,
actually
so
listening.
during one of the commercials, we had Yipes on the commentary, and he was just watching it, and he was getting hype about it, and then we accidentally turned on the audio of Yipes, and it was right when someone shot a rocket launcher, so you just hear Yipes going "ooh" as the rocket launcher gets shot, and it was hella funny. It was pretty funny. Uh,
I
but
think
yeah,
I think in my mind that's sort of crazy that like Evo's big enough to where like
yeah,
some
man.
Hollywood producers like, yo, we should like hit up Evo and they needed a sponsor or they need to like show our movie preview. Like that's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, it was it's very cool for the future of Evo. Maybe we get some way bigger sponsors and help out with production and stuff like that.
I
And
thought I thought Mountain Dew sponsoring was pretty crazy too. I
yeah,
mean,
I was when I
yeah.
saw that I fucking freaked out on Twitter, but no one knew what it was about. But it was like the Tuesday before Evo or something. I was just like, what the fuck? um, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm really happy for all the sponsors. More sponsors. We need more sponsors. Just less ads. I don't like ads, but for Evo, it's a little different to show ads because people take so long to walk up to the stage and then do a button check. So we really have nothing to do unless we're doing two setups. That was only 1 year.
Yeah.
The two setups to eliminate button checks, which is a great idea, but
I mean, yeah, you mean just like running like Twitch ads or running just like slides or
no,
whatever?
just static ads.
Static ads. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of tricky too because you don't want to like accidentally miss somebody playing because there's always that like looming in the back of your mind, which is
Oh yeah.
exactly what happened during Saturday during KOF, because basically KOF was running slow or one of the games was running slow.
It was Smash.
And
Smash was running slow.
Smash was running slow, and so we had to put a couple of the top 16 KOF matches. It was just supposed to be top 8, but a couple of the top 16 matches leaked into KOF top 8. And I think it was like Mad KOF and somebody. And we're just like, yeah, we're setting up, like, blah, 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 blah. And then, like, they kind of just, like, get on and start playing. Like, no warning.
Yeah, because they
no
don't
nothing.
understand. There's players that just don't understand English, and someone yells like, "Hey, don't start." They don't really know what that means.
And
like,
so they just
and
start
they don't
playing. And, like,
see-
all the production staff is kind of, like, looking at each other. Like, is this real? Like, is this happening? And then, like, it clicked in, like, I don't know, 10 seconds after the match started. Like, oh, wait, these guys are actually playing. And so everybody had to just, like get their shit together, like, immediately. And start, like, commentating. And I don't think the commentators were ready. Like, nobody was ready. Luckily,
Dude,
that wasn't the first match of top 8, or that would have been a blow up.
yeah, like with Smash, I had no idea what was a button check or not. Like I had to stop people from doing button checks or their warm. What the
Dude,
fuck
you
warm
have
was.
no idea how aggravating it was to do the Jumbotron thing during top 8 for Smash. It was so fucking hard because I never knew when somebody was doing button checks. I never knew when somebody was sitting on the wrong side, which was every fucking time, by the way. I never no idea when they were starting. It was just like a mind fuck every time.
Like
Smash
like I
started.
love the Smash people, and their tournaments are cool, whatever. But they need to get rid of warm ups or whatever the fuck this shit is. Hand warm ups on the side. We had to have a special fucking station for. What is that shit, dude? I don't get it. Like, I am not from the Smash scene, so maybe it's like heresy that I'm saying this, but like it's the dumbest shit. You think I have to fucking sit there during a button check and do fucking 2 minutes worth of combos? But okay, now I'm ready every fucking match. That's some like prima donna shit, dude. You're not a fucking. You're not a real athlete. You're a cyber athlete. Act like one.
That and
I
I
just have a
think
problem with that.
at the bare minimum, like sit on the right side.
Yeah, no one will ever not do that. That's just a thing.
Well, it's just
But
like
yeah.
I don't know. At least for
Anyways,
top 8, like hey guys, sit on the right side. Okay, how hard is that? Not that hard.
in terms of meeting people, I met a lot of people that said the show was cool. So thank you for saying hi to me. No one touched my butt, which was sad. It's okay. I understand. It's low to the ground. Um, But yeah, I appreciate everyone saying hi and taking pictures, and I know even the Hound too sent a posse of people to find me and take a picture. So
Oh,
because
really?
he was not at the event, so he sent his goons after me. That was pretty funny. Um, yeah.
I met like he goes by RFD or ARFADN on Twitter, and he's like some Cody player from Europe, and we talk all the time on Twitter. And he's actually who I get all of my unblockable setups from. If you
He's
guys are
that
wondering.
ADN guy?
Yeah, I met him for like
Oh,
5 seconds, and then I was like, hey, and then I had to like go do something, and then the finals day, apparently I immediately left to go to the bathroom, and then I came back, and apparently he was there to say hi to me, and he left before I came back, unfortunately, which kind of sucked.
yeah.
But it sucks. I didn't get it. I didn't just stay up for 24 hours straight, so I unfortunately didn't like get a chance to meet people.
Yeah. I There's a lot of crazy things going on in the casino that people probably don't know about. There was a moment I was walking back to my room, I look over and it was Nuki and I forget who else. I think it was Hatami, but they were at a slot machine going fucking nuts, and Nuki was commentating the slot machine, and it was pretty funny because he's just screaming about it, and I just imagine people there, like just on vacation, just see these Japanese people just going fucking nuts over it. It'd just be funny. And that entire weekend, I believe it was KSK. I think it was him. KSK was walking around the entire hotel with his laptop
Yeah,
on his face, and he was streaming himself the entire time.
really?
He was walking around, he's streaming himself watching matches, streaming himself walking into the elevator, streaming himself laying on the ground, just streaming himself. And I was like,
That's
wow, this
fucking
is pretty cool.
awesome. That's fucking awesome,
He
dude.
did it the whole weekend.
Dude, somebody should just like uh get a backpack set up and just put your laptop in the backpack. Somehow keep it on while closed. I don't know how it's gonna work, but and then just strap a GoPro to your head and then just walk around.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Kelvin sort of did that.
He did
He
that, but
brought
man,
a
he was doing it at the wrong time. I'm gonna say
he,
that.
he brought a
Like on
GoPro out when
Sunday
everyone was drunk.
on Sunday at 3:45 a.m. in the morning after finals, everybody's drunk. Man, that's not the time to start walking around with GoPro. I'm
Yeah,
just gonna say that.
yeah. Kelvin got some good footage though. I tried
I
to
I bet.
I
I
tried
bet.
to make out with him on the camera, so I was a little tipsy here.
A little tipsy, I'm sure, and sleep deprived. So
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to everyone we hang out with. Um, appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't hang out. I couldn't hang out with like barely anyone. Like, yeah, I feel bad. I, it's not intentional, guys. Like I couldn't like I played one first to 10 of Marvel. That's all I could do, and that was for $100, which I won. Shout out to the Shavlu, who I fucked up 10, 10-4, I believe. It was 3-3, and I was like, why am I losing? I won 6 in a row, and then he won one, then I won one. But yeah, so that happened. Otherwise, I was pretty much just
it was work,
either
man.
not at the hotel or working.
How many hotels did you go to, by the way?
4?
4? Cause I came back to the room that Sunday and I was like, and you left like a couple. You left like a couple things on that little like counter thing, and I was like, what the fuck? There's keys to like 4 different hotels. And
Or
like
did I
this little
leave
thing.
anything important?
No, you didn't. You left like a couple like Broketeer stickers, and I picked them up,
Oh,
and that was
okay.
it.
I really didn't know, dude. Dude, so I was walking to me and Walkman were driving to the hotel. He's like, oh, I'll give you a ride. I'm like, okay, cool, thank you. And he's like, oh, when's your flight? I was like, I think it's at 7. So I checked, it's at 6:15 or something. And I was like, oh, fuck. And like, I had 30 minutes to get to my flight. And yeah, so thank God I was wearing my American outfit in the airport because no one checked me and they let me go through the metal
Nobody
detector
checked
instead
you.
of no one like cared that I was there like during the security. So I put all my shit there hella wrong, just doing hella fast. No one cared. And then they let me walk through the metal detector instead of doing the crazy shit.
Uh huh.
And so I was like, oh sweet. So I just walked through, get all my stuff, and ran.
That's fucking
and
awesome.
I barely made it to my flight. It was 30 seconds. They did the final boarding call, and I was still running, and I was like, oh my god. And apparently, fucking Tony was on the Tony the cameraman was on the flight, and I snubbed him. Sorry. I really was not conscious at all. I barely made. I don't even know how I made it home, dude. I was sleeping when I was driving up here.
That's really bad.
It is really bad, man.
That's really bad.
Really bad. But I made it. I stopped and got Wendy's, and that helped out. Shouts to Wendy's. Yeah, other than almost killing myself via sleep deprivation.
I mean, saying that, I didn't get much sleep either. I tried to get sleep.
You were much better at it than me.
I didn't. I was like, man, on Saturday I was pretty down to not sleep. Or it was Friday, I think. I can't remember which day, but it was like I was in the NorCal room and it was like 3 in the morning. I was like, fuck, I just want to like play games. And I just kind of had to like suck it up and then go to sleep because I would have just been dead. And being dead on finals day, especially. Okay, should we start with blowups? Blowups.
Do you want to just go by games?
All right, or start by days, I guess. Friday was okay, I guess, right? Friday wasn't that bad.
I'm trying to remember what happened Friday. We had a bunch of Smash on our stream, and then Street Fighter was happening on Capcom Fighters. I did not watch any of it because we're doing the main
I
stream.
actually watched all of it, but
I hear it's hype. There's a lot of cool matches.
yeah.
And then we had, of course, top 256 down to top 8, which was fucking insane, and people were just getting knocked out left, right, and madness was happening, and yeah, like, and you know, we try and get as many matches up on the stream, guys, but you know, sometimes we're just like, hey, Daigo's gonna be, you know,
Dude, Daigo getting
champ.
eliminated off stream was like my mind was blown. Like,
well, it's like okay, Daigo's probably gonna be F champ. F champ's not that good anymore. F champ is more like, what the fuck? And like,
yeah, I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, like what? Like he didn't just like counterpick with Yun and then just like continue onto the bracket. I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming he didn't try and counterpick with Yun because if he did, he would have beat him. Like,
I don't know why that. And then Velociraptor just fucking destroying infiltration apparently.
yeah,
Hell random. I was like, Jesus Christ, what's happening out there? And then, you know, this just solidifies the things that we said before Evo. Where we said Evo was the most random tournament, and it is. It's hard, man. Sometimes you could be the best player in the world, and you gotta fight this fucking Goku from SoCal, and you get fucked up. You know, it
yeah.
happens.
I don't know how he got messed up in that fight too. He plays Goken, like he knows the fight. I don't know. I don't get it.
And then, like, I can explain the Shiniguma thing because everyone thinks it was me who did it, and technically, I guess it was, but I don't know if I should explain it. I guess I will. So Min jokingly said, because if Daigo had to play Shiniguma, and Min jokingly say, "Man, it'd be funny if Shiniguma 666 eliminates Daigo," and me and Spooky only heard Shiniguma 666 eliminate Daigo, and we're like, "Oh man," because Min was helping run brackets and stuff, so we're like, "Oh shit!" And then we told the commentators, and then I tweeted it out. And then it totally was not the case. It was literally not the case at all. And then the next match was Daigo on stream. So he comes up on stream and they're like, oh, I guess he's not eliminated. And I was like, damn, I'm gonna get blown up for that. I really didn't like, it wasn't a troll or anything. But I guess I stopped all the Twitter reports to the commentators. That was funny. And what else? But yeah, Street Fighter is crazy. Is there anything from top 256 down that you saw, like maybe top 32, that was just crazy? I forget a lot of it.
I don't know, man. It was just like I don't know. It was just like all a blur. I kind of have to go and rewatch everything, but
I did too.
I mean everything was just fucking insane.
Yeah. For Saturday, we had a lot of finals. We had Tekken finals, which was pretty cool. We had that 14-year-old kid who's doing very, very well, and it was
Oh
hype
my
to
god,
see.
that was insane! I can't believe
Yeah.
that kid got grand finals. That was
He's
just
14,
that was,
man.
I know.
There's something about Tekken where the
Yeah,
kid.
he's gonna be so godlike in Tekken 7.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then we had What else was Saturday? Was it KOF?
KOF.
Yeah.
It was a blow up. It was
KOF.
the blow up. KOF.
It was a blow up. There wasn't that many players there. I mean, it was cool watching Jiao Hai and Torpedo play, and whatever. But all the best players weren't at KOF, and so it was kind of a flub of a tournament. And, even though it was enjoyable to watch, I fell asleep during grand finals though because it was like 40 minutes long with the reset.
Yeah, with the reset, and then
So-
I immediately texted Help Hawkins and said it's the IBW Classic.
I called it, man.
Oh, it's grand finals and I'm there.
It has
So
to be a
it's grand
reset.
finals and I'm there. It's reset. Like, there's no there's no other option at that point. Grand finals is gonna get reset for KOF.
Yeah.
Hasn't it every single time it's been there? I'm pretty sure
I
it
don't know.
has.
That'd be a good statistic. But yeah, so for Marvel, that day for Marvel was nuts. There was crazy things happening.
Oh my god,
players
like the
did
second or
well.
third match with PR Power versus that one Firebrand player.
Oh, the Subazo,
Yeah.
Tubazo
Oh
from
my
I
god.
believe, Arizona, and he's a decently well known player, but no one's gonna be like, oh, he's gonna beat Pro Rock. I would never expect that. He plays
For
fucking
like free.
Hulk second, and he was doing really well. He was up 2-0, and I was like, oh shit, he should win this match. He should 3-0 PR Balrog. He pauses because he was getting too hype. If you guys didn't know why he paused, he was visibly like fucking cheering himself
Yeah.
when he was
Yeah,
in
he
that
was.
match. And I think when he came back to the controller, he accidentally pressed start. So he pressed start. Balrog immediately jumps up, looks at my face for whatever reason, and says, I'm taking that match. I was like, all right. I have no power to do that, but whatever. And so he took the match. And then he came back 2 matches, and it was a 3-2.
And people were booing
Yeah.
like crazy.
I mean, if you're on the stage, you technically have to take the match. There's no like, hey, we can play it out. You have to take the match.
Yeah,
matter-
it's like an evil rule. If you pause
Yeah.
it, it's over. It's done.
There was one match where there was like a button, something happened, and they just kept playing. But because they didn't pause, they can't take the match. If he paused, then yeah, you can take the match.
There was like one match too in like top 8, one of the top 8s, or somebody paused or something, and then they just kept on going, and nobody cared. I think it was like a Blaze of Blue match or something.
If they're in a cinematic or something, then that's fine, I guess. There's the inevitable death rule or in a cinematic, and they can do that, but the other person can take the match. You're supposed to, but it's up to Tio. Tio's discretion. It's not ours. But yeah. So that was crazy, and top 32 was filled with a lot of killers. Shout out to Shorty getting top 32.
Yeah, that was hella sick. I'm glad he got top 32. He's hella good.
Yeah, he plays better than I've ever placed in my life. So shout out to Shorty coming from NorCal. Shout out to GC Yoshi getting 13th. That was the best he's ever done. And he had some nail biters, and he was doing very well. So I'm glad GC Yoshi and Shorty, sorry, did well. And I forget what place Apology Man got.
He didn't get top 8.
No,
That's
he
like,
didn't get top 8.
That's like I feel like that's all that matters in his mind right now, because he
Yeah.
should have gotten top 8.
This is his year to get top 8 because he's never been top 8.
He choked so hard against F Champ, like, yeah. That was pretty bad, and you can tell on his face he was just in shock. Like, he should have won that for sure. And then it was the same thing. He lost versus Bifu Insane, which to get into top 8. Which
Yeah,
I was like, how's that even happening?
Insane was the wild card this tournament.
Yeah,
There's always
definitely.
a couple, and Insane was
But he was
that
playing
one.
so good though.
He was doing very well,
Yeah.
and I'm impressed with Insane from this weekend because I don't think anyone would place him in top 8, even himself. Well, maybe himself. He's a pretty confident guy, but when he plays well, he's very, very good. And I was glad to see him get up there in top 8. Same with Jan. I'm glad Jan got top 8 because I feel like he's probably one of, if not the best defensive player in Marvel because he just blocks just everything. Everything. And I know people are like, well, he played Guilty Gear because of Potemkin, but this shit is like, he just blocks like crazy, like 3-way mix-ups and like all this shit, and he just does it, and it's pretty insane to watch. With Hulk, who can get like instant overhead immediately, can't really react to it, but he still just blocks it all. It's crazy watching that guy play. And it's hype for Shuma. Everyone likes Shuma.
Yeah. Although I saw like the top 8 for Marvel, and I mean like if you didn't pick just Wong, Chris G, and F Champ to be top 3, like I felt like
We could
you were
pick
delirious.
Flocker was fourth.
Flocker was fourth, but like that top 3, I know Jan was in winners, but I saw like who he would have to play, and he was kind of destined to go 0-2 in top 8.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's really hard with that team against all of those like just heavy mobile teams he had to play against. It was gonna be really really hard.
But yeah. So I think Marvel proved this weekend that it's a more consistent game than Street Fighter, and Street Fighter is a more random game.
Okay.
Okay, you know why?
I'm gonna argue with that in a second, but go ahead.
Justin Wong, F Champ have been in four. I think it's 3 or 4 of the past top 8s.
Uh-huh.
Chris G has been part of 3, I think, or 2, I forget. And same with Flocker. Flocker's been there 2 or 3 times. But like, if you look at Street Fighter top 8, where's Daigo, man? Where's all the Evo winners? There's Fudo. Fudo got top 8. Because Fudo's really good. But
Okay, if you're
Where's
comparing
Daigo?
it,
Where's
if you're
Infiltration,
comparing
man?
it to all of the US
Where's-
events, okay, so basically 0 Japanese players ever fly out to any US event, right? And nobody really cares about overseas Marvel for the most part. Nobody really cares. Cuz there's like 10 players. Or maybe there's more. I don't know. But there's not that many. And so basically we judge everything for Marvel off of US, which is it's a lot of the same. Street Fighter is a completely different beast when it comes to Evo. There's like everybody comes. When was the last time Luffy traveled outside of Europe?
that's true.
When was the last time Fudo traveled? I know he has like every once in a while.
He travels to Europe.
Yeah, he travels to Europe. Okay, well, like a lot of those guys don't travel to the U.S. ever. Daigo hasn't showed his face in a tournament in a really long time. Like, there's just like so many things. I feel I looked at the top 8 and I looked at it, and all of those guys that were in top 8 belong in top 8.
I
In my
agree.
opinion, like I don't. It might have been random, right? Like all of those previous top 8 people. But you look at the top 8 and you're like, okay, Bonchan has been grinding like crazy. Luffy has been grinding like crazy. Snake Eyes grinding like crazy. Basically, everybody in that top 8 has been playing their ass off for the past year to get in a top 8 for Evo. That's kind of how I look at it. It might be random. You might not see like Daigo Infiltration, but Infiltration may have been placing top 8 in the last like couple tournaments in the U.S. But you can kind of tell he hasn't been playing like as hard as he was a couple years ago. I don't know. It's just it might be random. We might not have been seeing the same people in the previous top 8s, but the people that were there have been playing a lot, and they deserve to be there.
I think I think you're right in the fact that Street Fighter really, and Marvel, any game really, is rewarding people right now who just play a fuck ton. Go to every tournament, show off all their tech, doesn't fucking matter. Just play. Because Daigo barely came
Yeah,
out.
another
Everyone
person.
was-
Yeah, Gact. He's been playing like absolute. He's been playing like crazy too. He's been playing
Yeah.
everywhere.
I feel like if you're like a top player and you're only playing in your little dome and you're not really showing off all your shit and you're like, haha, I'm saving it for Evo, you're gonna get fucked up because there's just gonna be people there who just know what can beat all their shit and they're just gonna do the shit that works because they've been playing for fucking months straight,
Yeah,
and they know all the matchups because they've been playing, they've been grinding it out. They're not gonna get surprised. So I think that is the most rewarding thing in a fighting game. Not the fact that you're a good player or anything, but just grinding. Grinding it out is like the most important skill you can have for a fighting game. And it's hard. It's not an easy thing to do.
no, that's not at all. And I'm gonna say this: Luffy is godlike, but
Luffy's
he
amazing.
got good matchups. And what I mean by that, the people he had to play were really fucking hard to beat. He had to beat.
Dude, there's a giant list.
There's a giant list. He had to play 3
Of
Fei
killers.
Longs though, and he plays against Starnab. So he
That's
has
true.
that matchup down to a science, I am sure. And then after he beat Snake Eyes, I was like, he has a really, really good chance to win this tournament. And then when he got to
After-
grand finals, we had to play against Bonchan. I was like, I in my mind, there's like an 80% chance he was gonna win Evo because he plays Reinhardt, and Reinhardt is a fucking beast for the past year and a half.
Yeah.
So
How well did Reinhardt? Who did Reinhardt lose to? Now that
I
I
don't
think
I don't
about it.
know. There's just like a million people, and of course Ricky is just Ricky.
Yeah.
Like Ricky is just I don't know what he does to people's minds when he plays against them. But there are so many times versus like Sako that Sako he just like his mind got fried. I think it's because he was playing Ricky, and Ricky does that to people. So I mean, I wasn't surprised at all that Ricky got top 8
Yeah, and
either.
Rose does well against the guy. So yeah, he did. He did have good matchups. But all
He
right, you
also
want
had
to
to
go
get to
through? Do
top 8, so
you want to go through finals day?
I guess I want me to start off with the initial blow up
Yeah.
before everything.
Yeah.
So basically, we're all ready to go.
Oh my god.
Everybody's giving thumbs up. Everybody's like, "Yeah, let's get this stuff started. Let's go. Blaze Blue. I'm ready." And then I go and so if you guys didn't know, I was in charge of if you were at the event watching it during top 8, there's a you couldn't see it on stream, but there's
I
a big jumbotron thing, and it had like graphics and stuff.
I was taking pictures of it. If you
Yeah,
guys didn't know what I was taking pictures of.
yeah, that's what he was taking pictures
That.
of. So, like, we were able to put the characters that people were playing and their names and scores like that. And I was in charge of doing that. Anyway, I have everything ready. It's all ready to go. The players are sitting down. They're about to play. And it's Blaze Blue. And I'm pretty sure the people that were playing didn't speak English that well. So we couldn't really, like, say, hey, stop playing. Like, they didn't really, they probably didn't understand that. And so they just kept playing. And before that happened, I basically I hit the button to make the animation go, and so people can start watching the match. And I hit it and nothing happened, and I was like, "What's happening?" And then I'm just like waving my hands, and everybody's like, "Stop, stop, stop!" And Tom's running over. I'm like, "Dude, like, it's not going." And he's like, "Oh shit!" So he runs back. Apparently, one of the Ethernet cables or something, or one of the power supplies or something, got unplugged, and that only happened 5 minutes before that because I tested everything 5 minutes before that happened. And so somebody tripped on a cable,
It happens.
something, and so the first round or whatever of top 8 for Blaze Blue was just a big black screen. People could still watch it on the sides, but it was just like, man, it was like it's gonna be like that today. It's gonna be
Yeah.
like that. And so for the most part, like after that, it was fine. Like I
Yeah.
feel like everybody really enjoyed it. Everybody thought it was super cool. The animations were super sick, I thought.
Yep.
Being able to see the characters that they play, their names, scores, like everything, and like I don't know, I thought it was really freaking awesome.
All right. So for Blaze Blue, top 16, there was 8 Kokinoes and 8 non-Kokinoes. At top 8, there was no Kokinoe. So every Kokinoe lost in top 16, which is cool, I believe. I believe so. I believe that was the statistic that I saw. So Blaze Blue was pretty hype. There's a lot of character variety. And of course, the grand finals was just fucking insane. I went back and watched when Dogger was up 2-0 against Galileo, and Galileo just blocking all these crazy overhead mix-ups, and like one of these overheads is gonna kill him, and that's $30,000, 25 whatever $1,000
Dude, he had no life. He had a pixel of life
constantly.
left.
He constantly had no life, and he was just like bracing himself and then just going for it, and like he did so well. And he even did this crazy overdrive combo that no one thought would kill, and it totally killed. Like it barely killed, and that secured a match for him. So yeah, shout out to Galileo, and that dude was so hype. Like he was just going fucking nuts. He was screaming
And that
during
was just
every
like the
match.
beginning of the tears. Like
Yeah, and Dagara was just fucking. He was mind fucked, and he had a coke, and like whenever he went to drink it, his hands were shaking, and he just got mind fucked, and his girlfriend, who was talking mad shit the entire weekend, just like broke down and started crying, and then he started crying, and there's like no one wanted to be like no one wanted to film it a lot, but yeah, they were down there for a while, and it was kind of a blow up, but yeah, so that was probably that was an Evo moment for sure. Galileo just fucking just blocking everything. It was crazy. And I know Lychee's like not the most fair character, but everyone was saying Lychee sucks coming into this tournament. And, Azrael and Kokonoe and Rachel were like super god tier, so it's cool to see a Lychee win. Yeah, so that was BlazBlue. Very, 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 very memorable, and I'm glad everyone liked it. And KI was next. KI was pretty crazy.
Another thing I was saying about Street Fighter, like the people that are grinding who deserve to be in top 8, all those people in top 8 for KI. If you didn't know who they were and you like KI, then you don't know KI.
Yeah,
so.
they were all people who grinding. Maybe not T-Swag. I don't think. I think
Yeah, he kind of got blown up, but there's always like that one guy in top 8.
Yeah,
there's always that one guy.
There has to be one. But it was pretty crazy. There's a lot of back and forth, and there's a lot of just shit on reaction, and like, as much as you might not like the game, there's some hype stuff going on in it, like counter breakers. I think counter breakers are like the craziest thing because like that they're what they're thinking you're gonna do, so you just fuck them up over it. I think that's cool. But yeah, Maximilian and Filthy were great on the commentary, so shouts to KI and CD Junior won, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so Justin Wong's reign of terror is over in that game.
What do you
for
mean?
Now. Justin Wong won a bunch of stuff.
He didn't win NCR.
Did he not?
He didn't win SCR.
He won MLG though.
Okay, so he won one tournament.
The biggest tournament for KI so far. Whatever. I don't follow.
It's not a reign of terror when you win one
The
tournament.
reign of terror.
Grimm's won both NCR and SCR.
Reign of terror. What was the next game?
Next game was Smash.
Smash was cool. I mean,
I feel like
the
person who won, everybody expected Mango to win, right?
Mango to win, and there's some crazy hype matches like with Axe, the Pikachu player, just force-talking someone in 30 seconds. It was fucking insane.
Yeah,
like the match was happening, and then I looked over and it was over. I was like, "What the fuck? Like, did this guy just fuck this guy up hella badly?" And yeah, he did. So that was a crazy moment, and Mango's just too good, dude. He plays the best character in the game very well.
Yeah.
His movement is fucking insane. Like, if you see his hands when he's playing, it's just constant buttons, just never stopping. And
yep.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. And movement is a very big part of that game. So, shouts to him for defending his title. And I think Mango at this point is just, I don't know how you beat him. I just don't know.
Two-year champ, right?
Yeah, and MLG champ. He's winning everything, dude. Is that a reign of terror?
That's definitely. I feel like that's reign of terror. You win 2 Evos in a row. You win MLG. You win. I think that's. I'm pretty sure that's a reign of terror.
Yeah. And Marvel Top 8 was very cool. I enjoyed it a lot. It pretty much saved Marvel, in my opinion. I know everyone was saying Marvel was dead, but like that Top 8 was just so good. Like even the previous matches, there was just like there's a storyline going on. Martin losing to Chris G again.
Afterwards,
after putting him into losers.
Afterwards, I didn't think about it, or I didn't think about it until afterwards. But I had we had videos from past Evos or whatever that we were gonna show during breaks, and I had one, and it was when Chris G and Justin Wong both fought each other in 2012, and then it faded into when Justin Wong beat him 3-0 to come back, and I was like, afterwards, I'm like, how sick would that have been if we would have showed that video when we were setting up for Marvel, to set up for the grand finals? Like, that would have been absolutely insane if that happened. But oh well.
But yeah, it was a crazy Top 8. There's just so many moments where Justin Wong was just clutching it out, and I don't think people understand why he put Storm Point. They're probably saying certain aspects of it, but Storm Point is the stupidest thing you could do in a normal matchup, because Wolverine Point is just infinitely better.
Yeah.
But the reason he did it, and I guarantee this is why, is because you need a way to avoid the initial Morgan Astral.
Uh-huh.
Because if she just Astrals at the start of the match, you can't really do anything about it if you're Wolverine. and then you have to take like 40-50% chip. Just you have to like, yeah, and if you get hit, it's even more.
Yeah.
But if you're Storm, you can avoid most of it, and then either THC off of a hail call once you get 2 meters, and then just go for a crazy mix-up,
Yeah.
or you get a hit or a grab or something, and then you just kill Morgan. So like I feel like
I don't know. Killing Morgan with Storm is gonna be hard though, without burning X Factor.
it is. You have to burn X Factor or THC or something.
Yeah. And his THC is gonna be as strong because he has Wolverine
Yeah, it's
second.
Wolverine.
So, but he made it work though. He made it
Yeah,
work.
he made it work, and he was doing very well with it. And I think in that matchup, you need a character. Firebrand, I think, is the best character to do it. As you guys saw when Beneath was playing, I think it was
Champ.
Chris G.
No, it's Champ.
It was Champ. Yeah, Champ's Morgan. And he would just fly up, wall cling. Jump off, wall cling. Jump off, wall cling. Missiles, wall cling. You know, you get 4 wall clings or something in a super jump. So that kind of just destroys all of his meter game.
Yep.
So I think Firebrand is like the best character. People think MODOK is, but I don't know.
I can kind of see that, but
But if you get by missiles, you can't just refly with MODOK.
that's
You
true.
you have to come back down. With Firebrand, it doesn't matter. You're just always gonna be up there. But yeah, so it was a crazy hype grand finals, and you know, everyone wanted Justin to win. Justin's never won a Marvel at Evo, so it was really cool to see him actually win. He was pretty much due an Evo win at this point. Just his amazing performances.
And he's
throughout top
been
eights.
playing a lot, and on top of that, he's been playing that team. Like,
Yeah, he hasn't been fucking around teams this year. I mean, previous years he was using like
he's
Spencer,
using like
Frank
Virgil,
West,
Frank
Fultz.
West, all this, all that stupid
Yeah.
shit. Like, what are you
But
doing?
now he's just like he was concentrated this year, and he did very well. But Street Fighter, of course, the talk of the town was Luffy using broken third strike Chun Rose, just 2-frame normal in everyone, and you know option selecting supers. It was crazy, and she just built meter, instant super bar. But yeah, if you guys are saying Rose is like third strike Chun, you're just a fucking idiot, and you need to like down some Windex or something because you shouldn't be talking. Like I swear to God, people like are just like, oh my God, Rose's backdash is so broken. Oh my God, now she's so good. Like she's always had this backdash. I don't know, like
Yeah. If
not
anything,
coming out of nowhere.
I would be complaining about the forward dash because the forward dash got better. Like,
yeah,
which,
you know how many times he
Yeah.
forward dashed into a throw. You know,
yeah, how many times he forward dashed and caught him like during a fireball startup, like all that stuff. But I don't know. I think he would have beaten Bonchan without the buffs. To be honest. Like,
Yeah. he was just
it-
playing amazing. Like it's
yeah.
not like
I don't think
It's
any
not
of
like
the
he was-
buffs that Rose got like helped her win, except maybe like a couple damage buffs.
yeah, the damage in footsies, as you were saying when we had dinner, like all of her damage boosts are in footsies. So in a more footsie heavy game, it improves her damage output via that
yeah.
just gradually. But like I mean, it helps a lot, but you still have to be playing very well to implement that. It's not like you just get free damage. It's not like you know you have you just get EX Lung Punch is positive now. Like it's it's not like that kind of a buff.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
And-
She's always been good.
I think she's been top. I think she's top 5, and everyone when I said that was just like, no, she's not, no. But now everyone's like, oh, maybe she is. But
I don't think she's top 5.
I don't
Her
think a lot of
defense
people
is
do.
still really terrible.
yeah,
Like you don't like understand how bad her defense is. Like the
wanna-
problem with one of the problems with Sagat is like I don't know. She has good normals to like kind of poke Sagat to get her off or get him off. So like he couldn't play his fireball game and he couldn't play his offensive game. Like he couldn't like play the game like against Luffy's Rose. And I feel like he didn't go in hard enough either when he had the chance to go in. And when he did go in, he was really in there and he was doing really well. But as soon as he kind of second guessed himself and was afraid of the spiral, Luffy kind of just like took over at that point.
It's just Luffy's backdashes are like just on point, and it's like the best part of the character almost.
Yep.
And if you know how to do that, you can get out of like a lot of situations. And yeah.
Yep.
It was very inspiring to watch because I've been watching Luffy since Vanilla, and I'm very glad he won because it's my girl, it's my bae, the Rose.
Are you gonna play Street Fighter now? Now that your character's
Dude, I
on
beat
Evo?
the number 2 Viper online or something.
You beat the
Yeah.
number 2 Viper?
I guess it said 2 at the bottom. Is that number 2?
Yeah,
Right?
it's number 2.
I beat him yesterday. It was hella random. I was like, oh damn. I baited like a DP and just fucked him up.
Nice.
I did a safe jump too. See, I know safe
Oh
jumps.
man, all this tech that they're just getting used to. Oh,
Nah,
safe jumps are like, I know safe jumps are
Off-
beyond your mind. Like in Marvel, they don't
Off
exist.
back throw, if you crouch and immediately jump, it's a safe jump.
Good to know.
Yep.
Good to know.
But yeah, that was Street Fighter, and everyone loved it. Everyone was going crazy hype. In terms of viewers, Marvel got the most. Which I mean, I just don't. I guess every year it's gonna be.
We
the
don't
case. I
know.
thought,
We don't know viewers yet, to be honest. Like, I mean, we
I-
know the SRK viewers, but we don't know IGN viewers.
oh yeah, you're right. I'm
We'll
sorry.
never know. We'll never know Nico's because Nico never shares anything. And but I think the biggest thing is to see how many people watch the IGN stream. Like once we figure that out,
Yeah, I'm
because
forgetting
they
that.
weren't there last year, and for the most part, the SRK Evo 1 stream got the same viewers. Smash was less this year because
I think it was the same.
no, it wasn't.
Was it?
No, because it beat Marvel last year.
No, it didn't. Marvel.
No,
beat
it did.
Smash.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. But it was still 140K for Smash last year.
I thought Marvel was 140K last year.
It was 140, but it was 145K. It was
Oh.
right below. It was right below Melee until it got reset, and then it beat. It beat Melee. But Smash this year only had didn't it have 120K, I think.
130, I believe.
130, 120. So it didn't. It was a little bit less, but for the SRK stream, it was like virtually kind of the same numbers. But again, IGN wasn't there streaming last year,
Yeah, and
so we
there's
have
Nico,
no idea
and
how many
I
people
didn't take that into
were
account.
actually watching the event.
Yeah.
Like we know that, but we don't know how many
There's-
more people were watching.
And, unique viewer-wise, there's probably over 2 to 3 million people who checked out the stream.
Yeah, which
Like,
is ridiculous.
That's not even that's a safe estimate. There's probably more because there's a lot. So many people watched Evo. So many people got into groups and watched Evo.
I will
too.
say that the number of people who watched pool play was way more this year.
Yeah, there's
Way
a lot of
more this year. Like last year, it was I think it was I don't know, 45K for Marvel or something last year. This year is 65K, and
It was
last year for
75K for Street
70
Fighter.
yeah 75K for Street Fighter. So and that was way more than last year for sure.
Yeah, a lot more. And I think more people are interested not in just finals day anymore, and they want to see the entire tournament, which is really cool.
Yep.
And what was I talking about? Yeah, even at the venue, 8 a.m. Marvel was starting. There was a lot of people just watching. They just wanted to watch, and they're just sitting in the stands, the seats, trying to get a good seat for later that day. There's some people who sat there all day, both days,
Yeah.
just to get good seats for the later on.
Yep.
And finals day, there's a bunch of people just trying to scope out good seats. So I always like that aspect. People are just hyped for good seats. All right, we have a million.
Yeah, I was
billion
gonna say, if you
questions.
guys have questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo.
We didn't even cover everything. It's too much.
I know. Let's see. Hold on. All right, our first question. Hopefully this works. Yes, comes from Mike. He says, "Why does Chris G beat Justin Wong in Marvel every other tournament, and then he loses arguably the most important one, Evo?"
I'm sorry. Repeat the question.
He says he basically saying, "Why does Chris G beat Justin every time, but then he comes to Evo, and then he loses?"
Clutch factor, nervousness, Justin Wong pre-planning for Evo. There's a lot of
Obviously,
factors.
pre-planning with that Storm Tech,
Yeah,
that he had never ever done that against Chris G before.
when you go to Evo, you obviously plan to play against certain players, and you have to find out a way to beat them. When you go to a certain major, sometimes you're just like, no, I'm just gonna play, see what happens.
Uh-huh.
It's not a big deal. But Evo is simple. you don't realize how serious people take Evo and stuff that happens. And people are like, oh my God, collusion. No, these people want to beat each other very badly, and it gets personal. And yeah, so they intentionally plan to fuck each other up, and the player that does it better
And
wins. I think
obviously
planning is so hard.
those two players are they know they're gonna play each other at some point.
Yeah, it's not like
And the good thing about it's about that tech and that specific game is that he's been playing that character. It's not like he's switching a lot of. It's not like in Street Fighter where, oh, I got this like counterpick tech, and then you got to learn a whole new character. It's like no, Justin Wong, he's been playing Storm for the past 2 years or whatever. All he did was switch it to the front. That's it. So basically, everything he's learned the past 2 years, he was able to apply that and really not gimp himself at all for the most part in order to do that.
yeah. At Deathstrike asks, who's in charge of the names on stream? BT Dominion, what's godlike? That would be Spooky. Spooky was doing the names. The problem with the names is that we always get wrong ones.
Yeah,
People
that
would
was
be
that
writing
was a
it
blow up
down.
during top 8 too. It was top 8 and we didn't
Yeah,
know the names.
yeah. People wouldn't put sponsors down, and even the players would give me wrong, their wrong sponsors, and people on stream would blow me up about it. But yeah, if some of the Japanese players just didn't say their sponsors at all, so I had to like search for it, and people were tweeting me. Thank you to everyone who did that, because Dora's a good example that he never told us anything about his sponsors. So, and the online brackets were constantly wrong or not updated, so I couldn't really go off those to give to Spooky. So it was just a blow up. I'm gonna try and implement a system next year in regards to that, because it was kind of it always is a blow up, but this year is bad because we had a lot of wrong sponsors and names.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
just hard because there's so much working cogs, and the tournament organizers, the TOs and the bracket runners are trying to run their bracket. They're not really trying to make the stream good, so they don't really give a shit, which is fine. That's their job. But
There were so many things that I think people maybe they do appreciate, but they didn't realize kind of what was going on when they saw it. Like all of those videos that you saw like in the beginning of the day and stuff, people were basically
editing
while the entire tournament was going on. So especially during like Marvel Top 8, like if you saw the end video of Evo, you saw footage of Justin Wong winning Evo like 2 hours before that. And so people were getting footage from that and then editing that into a final video within a couple hours, which I think is like super crazy and super hype.
No one realizes how crazy that is actually. At Deathstrike also asked, who did the camera work? Was pretty funny how it shook and got all the money shots. That would be Tony and our Black Rose, I believe. So,
yep.
Tony, I forget his last name. I mean, I already blew him up today because I didn't say hi. But it's Tony and Black Rose. Tony does the work for most of the SoCal majors and stuff like that. But all right, let's see. Adra Image asks, give us your top behind the scenes moment at Evo, aka tell us who got the most shit faced. The most shit faced Sunday. I don't know. There's a lot of people, dude.
Basically, like, okay, all right. This is like a weird story. Okay, so basically, Art was streaming in that like room or whatever, like the Twitch party room, and so I was like saying hi to Art, and I was playing. And Slick was from Twitch was there, and I was like, "Oh, let's play." And he's like, "All right," and he was like speaking like Japanese to me the entire time, and like I didn't realize it until after that he was speaking Japanese to me the entire time, and I was like during I was like, "Doesn't this guy speak English?" I swear to God, I've heard him commentate Street Fighter before. And like I was super tired, so I had no idea what was going on. And then afterwards, I was like, and then he would just say something in English for like he would say like a half sentence in English, and then just keep talking to me in Japanese. And I was like, what's going on? Like how drunk is this guy right now? But I don't know. I thought that was pretty funny.
There was a lot of drunk people. Top behind the scenes moment. Uh, I can't really say some things because it'd just be blowing up people. But some people were yelling at me, and I was just cracking up because they were just like, "Oh, this is terrible. You shouldn't be doing it." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, all right." Like, I don't care what you think, but all right. And I can't really say who, but it makes me laugh when people complain to me. That's all.
DK, DK always watching this show. Shout outs to DK. Hi FGC. If Tekken is streamlined enough without dumbing down the game too much, would you seriously try it out? I think that's the problem that Tekken has, is like it needs to dumb down the game. Like
They do, but
like
I'm not
a
gonna
lot.
try it.
I might
I don't
try
like
it
3D
if they
games.
dumb it down enough. I don't want to learn 100 combos. Like
I don't
straight
like
up.
3D games. I've tried. I really tried to like 3D games, and I really don't. I really do not. I love 2D games. 2D games are so good.
Let's
As
see.
you got high FGC. Okay, that's another thing I will blow Mountain Dew about.
Okay.
Was it as hard for you as it was for me? Just for James Chan Australia to show that Mountain Dew phone game. So what Mountain Dew gave the commentators talking points to talk about. So all that shit was just like pretty much fake. And then they rescinded the talking points halfway through the tournament because it sounded fake. And I don't know what they expected when they have like, I don't know if an intern wrote this shit, but like the things that they made the commentators say were just stupid. And having the commentators just talk naturally about it is fine. Because I mean, I remember Walkman and Gibby were talking about how Chin was drinking Baja Blast.
Oh, they were.
and like Tyler ran up, and I thought that was funny, and stuff like that. And I think that would be fine if the commentators could just be like, yeah, Mountain Dew's cool, and if they had Mountain Dew there, they could drink it. But
The Hound asks, what are your thoughts on Evo schedule and thoughts on finals played on Saturday, but still having pool play after?
you have to have finals on Saturday if you have that many games.
So basically, there's five games on Sunday, right? That's 10
Yes.
hours. There's no more room for any more games. That's it. There's like no trying to fit in more games. That's it.
It's hard. It's hard to even fit those games in. It's not like everything ran on time, which is fine. It's not usually planned to run on time. It's usually planned to run late. But it's still hard. All that stuff is we have to set up different systems. Going from KI, going from BlazBlue to KI, you have to set up a giant Xbox One. You have to set up all this stuff. KI to Smash, we have to set up a giant CRT and all this different equipment. It's not like the same equipment. You have to swap out everything and make sure everything's working too.
Yeah.
That's the harder part. You guys always saw me in the chat asking about audio levels. All these different systems we're giving, they all have different audio settings. So it's not like a thing we can just, get down correct on the first try. We have to adjust it and stuff. So,
Yep.
And it's on the fly. Most of everything you're seeing is just on the fly. Just fucking go. There's no testing. You just go. So, like, there was some fuck ups that just, we just couldn't see.
The Hound also asks, how come nobody is complaining about Sagat making it to grand finals? He's been nerfed every Street Fighter 4. How is he still overpowered? The funny thing about that is right before top 8, I was like, I can't believe I'm rooting for Sagat. I said that on Twitter. And I say that because, like, just like Vanilla Sagat, like, there's a million Sagats, and he was completely, obviously, the best character in the game, but Human had a good point. Like, a Sagat didn't make it into grand finals, or didn't make it into top 8, even, for 2010. Even in Vanilla, he didn't make it in.
Yeah.
So, it was just like, it was kind of weird finally seeing Sagat in top 8. Finally. Like, it was
So
like
hard
about time.
Sagat, everyone's playing, like, everyone knows that matchup, though, I feel like there's not players
I
that
feel
are
like
just like,
no
man,
American knows that matchup. I feel like 0 Americans know that matchup. I feel
there's
like
so many.
L.I. Joe knows that matchup because he plays Sagat. And I feel like the only people who know that matchup play Sagat. And that's it.
Really?
Nobody knows the matchup at all. People just jump and then just hope for the best. Like,
All right.
literally nobody knows the matchup.
Who beat all the Sagats? We'll look through that. That'd be interesting to see how all the Sagats lost.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot this
Luffy just beat them all.
I mean, he had a bracket of Sagats. He's like, oh man, this is like fucking Kid in the Candy Store. Yeah. How come Devilfish asks, I wish Honzo Gonzo would finally come out of the closet. No dice.
I
Um,
already looked at all those questions. Would you buy a DVD if they released it? Says Nam Hasto. They're
no.
not gonna release
Even
it.
if we made it, I wouldn't buy it.
I was there. I don't need to watch it again. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
I think
This,
it's a cool idea. I feel like the struggle for CPM is too hard, and they're not gonna sell that.
no,
And
DVDs aren't part of this
that's
day and age.
yeah.
They're
If
YouTube channel.
anything, they would just release like a download or something. If anything.
They would
And
release
why do you even need
YouTube.
to? Why do you even need to do that? For the most part, everything is uploaded to YouTube or something anyway. So there's
Evo.
places for you to watch it without needing to have a DVD. And
I don't
it's
think
not
anyone
like
knew this.
it's not a
But
Sunday. Nobody's gonna be at their house on a Sunday morning. It's raining outside. The lightning struck your house. You have no power, or like I don't know, have no internet or something. It's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Oh, I got this DVD of Evo 2014. Let's pop this shit and watch Evo. Like nobody's gonna think about that ever. Nobody.
I don't know. I think it'd be fun.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, Evo 2K videos, I believe, has all the shit. All the shit was uploaded like
Instantly.
as that happened.
That's another thing. There's a guy editing videos like 2 seconds after it happened and uploading it. So
I don't think anyone knew that though. I didn't see any advertisement for it.
yeah, there really should have been like that. Like, hey, but
should have
at
it
the
on the
same
stream.
time, you don't want people leaving the stream to go and do other stuff.
Well, no, but like just let people know so they don't go to the other videos and shit.
Or at least at the end of the day.
At the end of the finals or something. Hey, all these matches were uploaded.
Just at the end of every day. Like Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, and Sunday. Just be like, hey, if you guys missed anything, go to Evo 2K vids on YouTube. They're all up there. You won't miss anything. Everybody's like, all right, sick. Go watch
Yeah.
it and get ready for the next day.
Adam A. Stat asks, how much can a game benefit from a good Evo finals? A lot, actually.
Look at what happened to KOF.
KOF is the prime. If that game did not have a good,
It's still there. That's how it benefited. It's still there.
did not have a good finals the first time, it would not be there. And the second time was also very good, so that's why it keeps coming back. If your game has a bad finals, it's not gonna come back. Injustice this year, I know we didn't talk about it, but at least it wasn't like a Superman fest and all that shit. And I'm glad it wasn't, just so people can like stop shitting on the game a lot.
It's not gonna be there because of MKX anyway. So
No, it's not gonna be there because of MKX, but at least people saw how not shitty the game is relative to the first year. The first year was just a clusterfuck. Like Aquamans and Supermans, no one gave a shit. At least this year you had fucking Zod doing some fucking, shooting shit and just crazy character. Deathstroke was in top 8. You know how crazy that is? Deathstroke sucks. Deathstroke is such a bad character, and he was beating people in top 8. So, yeah.
Name Hasso also asks, when are you going to announce you're leaving Empire Arcadia?
I
guess
was there. You
everybody
guys
is
never
leaving
seen the photos. I mean, this is like the first trolls I started to do. Was I was signed by EMP. I'll tweet the photo out. But I was signed by EMP and it had a bunch of dog food on the napkin, and the napkin was the contract. That was the first troll I think I did in the FTC, and I tweeted it at Triforce.
Oh my god.
It is the first images on my Imager account. I'll tweet them out later. But,
Woo asks, Shadowloo Showdown is going head-to-head setups for pools. Do you think this will be a trend for other majors?
Yeah.
Sure, I guess. Why not? But
it's like
it's room. If
if
you got room,
if you
then
have
why not?
enough setups and you don't have that many players, sure. It's a logistic thing. It's not the fact that people want an arcade experience when they're playing Marvel, because they don't. It's just that if you have the ability to do it, people will probably be like, okay, cool. I personally don't think it's a good thing at all, and I don't care about it. I like hearing people's buttons, and I like that mind game.
I think it's
And
fucking retarded. I think you're just saying that to be an asshole right now. I think that's what
No,
you're doing.
I do it. I do it a lot. Dude,
I
when I was
hate
playing
it.
my money match,
I hate playing
I
it.
hear him mashing, and I just counter it. And I'm just like, I'm right here, dude. I can hear you.
I just think it's bad. It's a bad
Oh.
mind. I hate it. You're not
It's another
playing.
thing
You're
you have
not
to
playing
learn.
the person anymore. You're not playing the matchup anymore. You're just playing button games. It's stupid.
The other person can fake it then.
I didn't play, or I didn't pay $50-$60 to listen to somebody's buttons. I didn't do that.
Well, it's part of the game. Play to win, man. fucking sucks.
Exactly. You know, you play to win, right? If the situation comes up where you know what, I can hear somebody mashing, then you have no choice but to do that. But
If you can
if
eliminate
a
it, you
TO
would.
has a choice, or hey, you know what, we're gonna do head-to-head setups and get rid of that, then why not? They did it at SCR for the stream station. I know it's not every setup, but at least it's a step in the right direction.
At Andy Lee asks. At Andy Lee. It's Andy Lee. How far did both of you go in your respective games at Evo? I went 0-2 because I did not play.
I went 0-0 because I didn't even enter.
You didn't even enter, man. That's baller. I went 0-2 because I didn't even play. I won my money match, so there's that. I'm up on the weekend. That's all I really
I
did.
beat the Chilean guys in the room across from me, so I win.
Sweet.
I beat them. That's cool.
Were they staying on R4?
What? Yeah,
They on R-
they were literally like the Cane Blue
Oh.
River. Yeah, the Chilean Blue. Yeah, they were
Oh,
like
yeah, I
literally
know
like
Cane was
three
on
doors
R4.
down. They were like 3 doors
Oh.
down.
Good. I'm glad I knew that. At Namasto asked, how now that the last major has happened, will you put Marvel to bed so we can move on? Nope, Marvel's still alive. Too bad.
Justin saved it, tweeted it out, and like
Yep, saved
4,000 people retweeted that.
People are asking if I'm a virgin. Yes. God, I'm saving my dick for Jesus. At ScottBox64 asked, does Rose deserve the current hate she's getting on forums message boards? No. I think she deserves some hate. I don't know.
Wait, what? Say the question again.
Um,
I guess
Does
you're not gonna say
Rose-
the question again. All right. Oh.
yeah. Does Rose deserve the current hate? I'm sorry, I'm farting like a
Oh,
lot
I got
right now, so-
I got it right here. Does Rose deserve the current hate she's getting on forums and message boards? No, because people are just. It's the same thing that always happens after every major ever. Like somebody. It's the same thing that happened in 2012, 2011, 2012. When Punko beat Daigo and he beat Yun, and then like everybody like bandwagoned on Seth, everybody bandwagoned
Yeah.
on the Viper, everybody bandwagoned on the Fei Long, everybody just bandwagons and everybody complains. It happens after every single Evo, every single major, every single. It doesn't even need to happen during top 8. It just can happen during 2 good players, and the other player beats the other player. I'm sure there was more chuns after Infiltration beat K-Brad at SCR. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I don't think so. Does she deserve it? No, I guess, but it just happens. It just happens.
Is there a team, at Hoochie asks, is there a team that could stop WNF? Maybe WNF versus the world next?
I don't know. Like, can stop Wednesday night fights. I don't know. NorCal. Hold that, I guess. I don't know. I think we
Yeah.
do pretty well against them, to be honest. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
And,
liking this.
yeah, like, I don't know. That'd be cool. NorCal versus SoCal. That hasn't happened in a while. Maybe it'll happen. Wink, wink. I don't know.
At Herio135, I heard that LVH was by far the worst Evo venue, and the food there was shit. What are your thoughts? Yes, that casino sucked. Major dick. It sucked. I hated it. There was nothing nearby. It was just a blow-up. But the venue itself, the convention center, was very cool. I liked that a lot. It was very big, very large. The exhibitor hall was cool. It was separate, but you had to walk through it anyways, so they got a lot of traffic.
Hey, the food there was shit, but at least there was something open.
There wasn't that past 2, dude. There was that shitty
there was that
sandwich
grill.
place.
Yeah, that was it. At least I'm saying at least there was something open. Like last
Yeah,
year, there
like-
was nothing open.
At the Paris,
Yeah,
they had a giant food court right next to the venue, dude.
right next to the venue.
Yeah,
That's
you
not
just
at
go
the
down the
venue.
escalator, and then
It's
there's
not
a
at
giant
the
food
venue.
court. What?
Whatever.
And then, the Ryu had the shout out to BK Lounge.
The Ryu.
The Rio had the BK Lounge.
Oh yeah, that's
Shouts
all that
to
shit.
BK
had.
Lounge.
Oh man, that was.
And then Caesars just, there's just a shit ton of things to do there. And Caesars was the best venue.
Caesars had nothing open. Past 1, there's nothing open.
What are you talking
There
about?
you can get a slice of like day old pizza, and that was it for like $8. That was it. There was nothing open at Caesars. There was nothing open.
Are you sure?
100%, because everybody had to walk across the street to like where that pizza place, burrito place, McDonald's like little shopping center place was to get food.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right, dude.
Because
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, at least it was right there.
Yeah, that's true. It was like
It's
5
across the
steps
street.
out the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad.
I always forget because we always went to Hash House. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did go to Hash House.
we didn't go to Hash House this year, dude.
Because it's off the strip.
I know.
We did go to that hella bomb place on Sunday.
Yeah,
That was hella
actually-
good. That was
I
like
actually looked it up and like it has hella good reviews and shit.
yeah. We
Oh,
went
the
to
game.
we went to Four Kegs, which is like some like hole in the wall bar place that's open 24 hours a day,
It's very good.
and it was like, is the epitome the right word? The epitome of bar food.
Dive bar, like
Yeah.
you're gonna get stabbed in the alley.
But it was like really really good food. It reminded me a lot of my homemade pizza that I make in my house.
At Scottbox64 asks, storyline of Marn versus Chris G. There was actually something that happened that I can't talk about, but I don't know if it's gonna come to light. It's none of my business. But let's just say their two matches are like really personal because there's something that happened during Evo and they hate each other now. So it's none of my business though, so I can't say it. At I am Cyberwaste asks, what would your favorite intro be for all the games on display? Mine was KI, the art and music used. Oh man, the intros. I really like KI. I thought KI was really cool.
Ki was like
They had the
Crazy,
announcer just saying like Evo and shit, and that announcer is the best thing about that game. That announcer is too good. Like, it's too good. The only reason people play that game is because of that announcer. I swear to God.
That's very true.
It's too crazy. I really liked. Was it? It might have been Marvel. I liked as well. Just because it had like a bunch of the characters just doing supers on the sides when like match footage was going on. I thought that was really cool. I need to watch them all again. Because I thought the intros this year were just fucking crazy. And you guys don't realize how much work was put into them, but they're nuts. So, shout out to Seth Moosey. What are your top 5 matches to watch from Evo at Math HTX? I think Grand Finals Blaze Blue.
I think just all the grand finals.
Marvel. Grand Finals Street Fighter. There's too many crazy matches, dude. Too many. Too many hype matches. Too many blow-ups. Yeah, it's crazy, man.
I think that's it. I think we have no more questions. If somebody,
Nope.
That's it.
I'll try to answer all of them because it's our post Evo show.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the end of the show, guys. That's it. If you guys want to follow me at Harrison SBA, you can. If you want to follow Honzo Gonzo at Honzo Gonzo, you can do that also. If you think we both suck and don't want to follow either of us,
I have a Honzo story.
Oh, you got a Honzo story?
Yeah.
Oh, way to blow up the
Sorry.
end of the show.
So, I know you guys saw me in the chat. I was trolling up on SRK Evo 1. I wasn't supposed to do that, nor was I ever even supposed to talk on that account. I just never told anyone I was doing it. So, shout out to that. The Cannons don't watch the show. But,
You were just not supposed to do that?
I don't know. No one told me I should do that or like I should like be in that chat.
Dude, I think it was sick.
I was trolling it up hella hard. And so yeah. I was not supposed to be doing that, guys. But
I think it was cool. I think you should have been doing it if you weren't allowed to do it.
I liked talking with the stream monsters. You guys are too funny. You guys just kept saying Baja Blast every single second. I was cracking up the entire time. And then like you guys are mixing Planet of the Apes and Baja Blast. Like Dawn of the Baja of the Apes Blast. And it was cracking me up hella hard. So thank you for everyone who subscribed and was making fun of everything. It's really enjoyable for me. But yeah, I was not supposed to be doing that. That's my Honzo story. That's an actual story, I guess.
That is an actual story. Wow.
Yeah.
The first one in history. Anyways, make sure you guys follow me at Harrison SBA. Follow Honzo Gonzo at Honzo Gonzo. Make sure, more importantly, to follow us twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER for news updates. When we go live on the show, I'm hopefully going to be streaming some Street Fighter Online tomorrow to maybe, I don't know, release my mind of all the stress and try and, like, I don't know, just play some Focus Online. So if you want to check that out, I'll be streaming tomorrow around 1 p.m. or something like that. Of course, follow us, facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER. Is there another social media website that they should be following?
BajaBlast.com.
BajaBlast.com. We have a website, IPLAYWINNER.com, where you guys can check out news from the FGC, replays, everything basically. Oh yeah, YouTube.com/IPLAYWINNER, where you guys can go and rewatch this if you want to. Make sure you guys follow the Twitch channel that you're watching right now. Leave comments in the YouTube, like and comment on the YouTube channel on the video. I will be reading questions tomorrow from YouTube next week on the show. So leave a question on there, and it'll end up on the show. I guess that's it. Oh yeah, one last thing. Go to iPlayWinner.com. You can go to the podcast section, and a list of every single show in YouTube in MP3 format is there. So if you guys are behind or something and need somewhere to go that you know it'll be, you guys can go there, and it'll be there right after I upload it. And that's it.
Yep.
Thanks everybody
Thank
for
you.
watching, guys.
Yep.
Thanks everybody for watching Evo. It was fucking crazy. It was awesome.
Yep. Everyone needs to tweet Spooky, because the only reason that stream was occurring is because Spooky's.
I got
the
one
main.
last thing to say before we end the show. The unsung hero of Evo 2014 is fucking Slash. Go and follow that man, because
/5105.
he
5150.
single-handedly prevented Spooky's brain from exploding during top 8, because there was the stupid little optical cable thing for the converter for the old Xbox, and somebody just like took it. I don't know. It's just gone. And Spooky is like freaking out. We're all freaking out. We want to get Marvel going, and Slash is sitting there like in a chair, and I was like, Slash, please tell me you have optical cable. And he's like, dude, and he pulls out of his little satchel, and he's like, here you go. And I was like, Slash, you are the best. You are the man. You saved Evo 2014 when plugged that shit in and Marvel started. So, shout outs to Slash. He's the best.
Shout out to Slash.
Alright, guys. Peace. Hopefully I do this right. Wait, not peace yet.
Oh my god.
Wait. Alright, okay, peace now. Peace. Oh, I fucked up again. Rip. God damn it. Sorry.
Wait, that's
Sorry,
how
guys.
I got gonorrhea. Oh, what?
Sorry, guys. Oh, God. Alright. Hold on, guys. Alright.
Calm down, man.
God damn it! God damn it.
Is this still on our faces? I can't stand up, man. Hurry up. I've been farting this entire time, by the way. Are you still going? There you go. Alright, rock.
Alright, guys. Peace.